Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be discussing building Minecraft statues. I have two different types of statues here that I'm going to show you, and I'll be going over the pros and cons of both of them. Real quick, we'll talk about this one first. This one is going to be a 1-to-1 scale replica statue, and then this one over here is a Good-styled Minecraft statue. This was used in the early days of Minecraft for their UHC statues. I'll talk about that one in a second though. We're going to focus on this one first. So as you can see from my Minecraft skin, which is right here, this statue behind me is a perfect 1-to-1 recreation in terms of scale. So each pixel on my skin is 1 block in Minecraft. So you can see, for example, I have 2 pixels of gray shoes, and if we go down here, we see the 2 pixels in terms of blocks for my gray shoes. This statue is a little resource intensive, and it's obviously fairly large. So if you were to build a lot of them all at once, you would need to gather a lot of resources and clear out a very large area. I have the dimensions right here on the back, so you need to go up 12 blocks for the pants. It is, of course, 8 blocks wide by 4 blocks, and then up 12 for the pants. That takes you to this level here. And then you have another 9 blocks here for the torso. The arms extend down 12 blocks, and the head is an 8 by 8 by 8 cube. Now, what's cool about this statue is if you wanted to, you could punch out the back and actually make it into a bit of a base, because you can have ladders or stairs going up here. You can inhabit your own head. You can, expand into the arms. There's a lot of room to do lots of cool things in here if you would want to. So that's sort of an advantage to a statue like this, is just based on the size. I mean, you can have so much going on. Like I said, if you wanted to build statues of you and all your friends on like a multiplayer server, you need a lot of room to fit all these statues. One thing I will say is that going for a perfect recreation can be a little tricky. One reason being that Minecraft's color palette isn't always exactly what you would want. So for example, you can see on my torso, I have 3 colors of red. I have the base red, a darker red, and then sort of a paler red that might actually be a little difficult to see. I'll zoom in editing so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But that didn't really translate super well to Minecraft, so this was the paler red, and that became the darker red. I could have used like nether wart blocks, I suppose, but I didn't like the texture of the nether wart blocks, so I found it to be not super great. With the statue we're going to talk about next, there's a bit more freedom you can take with it. I think clay is probably your best material, clay and concrete. So I used a lot of clay, a lot of concrete, obviously some wool when needed. But clay and concrete, or I guess it's called terracotta now. Terracotta and concrete has colors that are fairly accurate as far as doing humans. If you wanted to do something like a space alien, or you wanted to do a dream, even making like dream, you could have your lime concrete. Lime terracotta, not as much, but lime concrete is pretty accurate to the colors. So I'd pick concrete first and foremost for your bright colors, and terracotta for your more duller colors. Another reason why this isn't the absolute best technique is on your Minecraft skin. It might be a little hard for me to explain, but you can have a pixel on one side not be the same as a pixel on the other. So look at my Minecraft guy's right shoulder. It'll be on the left on your screen. You can see the very top left of his left shoulder is a pale red, but on the side of the arm, the pixel in the top right is a normal red. I was not able to do that because the pixel right here, the face right here, is also this face with how blocks work. So I had to just kind of decide what was going on here, and it made me not super upset, but I could see maybe if you were someone who had like your eyeball right here on the end, and then it was supposed to be like a skin color right here, you could see some issues. So this technique is great for being large, and you can have it be very visible from far away. However, it's not entirely the best for accuracy, but it's the close you can get with the dimensions. Once again, this uses 1 pixel equals 1 block dimensions, so it is very useful for matching. I just realized my cape isn't showing. There it is. There we are. It's very useful for matching that. And then once again, the measurements, it's an 8 by 8 cube for the head. It is a 8 by 4 by 9 rectangle for the torso. The arms are both 4 by 4 by 12. And the legs or pants are 8 by 4 by 12. So that'll be 12 blocks up and then 9 blocks up, and then 8 blocks up. And that will give you your final total of 29 blocks tall. Yes, 29, 29. Very cool. All right. So that is the dealio with what we've got going on with this statue. We're going to move on to this one. So this statue is not accurate. This one sort of takes the idea of a Minecraft statue and makes it smaller and more customizable. So instead of sticking by what Minecraft is, sticking with the accuracy, you get to kind of play around a little bit. And you'll notice that my guy has feet, he's got holes in his hands, he's got a nose, his hair comes out. You can also, of course, fill these in. That's what you want. So, you know, either one is like the either one works. I personally prefer it this way, but Good is the one who came up with this originally, and he used these sorts of hands. So I copied that when I came to build my statue, but you know, that was a handful of years ago, and we can modify it as we see fit. So let's go ahead and quickly talk about the dimensions. You start off with a rectangle for the shoes, a 2x4x1 rectangle for your shoes, or your feet if you don't wear shoes. And then you go up a total of 5 blocks for the pants, up a total of 5 blocks again for the torso. Arms come down to pants level. And then you go a full 8 blocks for the head. Now, you, at this point, when you are building the head, are free to break standard dimensions. The head is only 4 blocks wide, so you aren't going to be doing a very faithful build. You can see how on this character my hair kind of slopes down a little bit, and I just did my best to copy that here, but obviously I don't have 8 blocks to build with. You are, however, able to take this principle. So for example, let me actually just break all this so I can just show you what we're working with. This is what my skin would look like if I didn't add anything extra onto the sides. You can see, oh, let me also take that out. It looks bad, it looks weird, we don't like it. And so what you can do with this skin is because you're already breaking like the standard Minecraft style, you can just break it all the way, you know? No reason to keep anything. I don't remember how I had it now, but I'll just, whatever. We'll just fill it back in a little bit. You saw how it looked. You saw the potential. Since you're already breaking the Minecraft style, you can just break it some more. And you can add hats or hair or, you know, antenna or whatever. And this is very good for customizing. So once you get up to the head, you no longer have to follow like the standard square shape. You can expand out, you can recess the eyes, make a nose, you can also recess the mouth if you wanted to, anything like that. And that just allows for more customization. On the Minecraft server way back when, they had a whole valley of these statues for every player on the server, and they looked really nice together. They all had the same sort of style, they formulated themselves very, very nicely. And so if you're building a lot of statues, I definitely recommend this one. If you just have one statue though, and maybe it's something special, I would consider doing this one right here. Like if you wanted to have a Statue of Liberty or something of that sort of your Minecraft skin, I would go with this one. One point about this one I forgot to mention is if you want to add an item in the hand, this is the statue you have to go with. It would be very tricky to translate an item like a pickaxe or a diamond sword into this character's hand because he's not particularly proportional. It wouldn't be impossible, obviously. But because this one is already essentially pixel perfect, continuing with this sort of idea would be very, very easy to do when adding like a diamond pickaxe in his hand or whatever. And additionally, you know, I made my guy have his arms straight down. Like if I stand here and I don't move for a while, you'll see my arms kind of go straight down. But you can curve them. It wouldn't be too difficult to curve them or make them go straight out like a zombie. This is also a very good style to go with if you want to build mob statues, including like a creeper or a skeleton, because this is, like I said, straight from the game. It's essentially I took a screenshot of my Minecraft character and built what I saw. So of these two styles, I think this one here on the right is my personal favorite, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with this smaller style right here. If I were to build a statue in my survival world, I would probably build this one if I wanted it to be close to my base. And if I wanted it to be its own structure, I will build this one right here. Now, of course, you can also just build like the head. If you just want to build an 8x8x8 cube, and you can have the head. That's what Scar did on the Hermitcraft server, I believe 2 seasons ago. In season 7, on that mountain behind the town hall, he had all the heads. And so you have an option to do that as well. Both these statues are great. Once again, I'll run through the dimensions. So for the pixel perfect statue, 8 by 4 by 12 for the pants, go up an additional 9 blocks for the torso, make an 8 by 8 by 8 cube on top for the head, and the arms are 4 by 4 by 12. And then for the smaller statue, you start off with the 2 by 4 by 1 shoes into a 5 block tall pants that you just kind of build over like a lowercase n. And then you go up an additional 5 blocks and build down the arms to the pants level. And then you go up 8 blocks and out 2 blocks on either side. So that would be a 2 by 8 by 8. And then you can kind of add on as you see fit to the head here. And you can make it taller or smaller. When you're building with this style here on the left, you can do whatever you want. The proportions don't matter. You can make the face round if you wanted to. How crazy would that look? Let's see what we're thinking about a round face. Yeah, it works. You can round the face. It doesn't matter because this statue is more customizable. This one requires more accuracy. So with that in mind, feel free to ask any questions in the comment section if you have any about either of these two statue designs, and hopefully you find success in building your statues. However you choose to build them, they are yours, and they will look phenomenal as long as you have a good-looking Minecraft skin. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now, so I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and to the friends on my channel, if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys my videos around, and I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.